Hi everybody, it is Wednesday evening. We are on the cusp of two of the great sporting events of the whole year. They come in the same week, which is fabulous. I speak, of course, of the Masters at Augusta and of Aintree, the Randox Grand National Meeting. Now, I got two double shots on day one of Aintree. One of them is a fave, and one of them is 20-1, one of the biggest double shots we've done. We go in there with a big smile on our face with Sir Ron Priestley, who was gambled in from something like 100-30 to 9-4 after drifting all morning, and the racing TV saying he must not be fancied. Powers home, beating an odds-on shot to land us a huge double shot at Nottingham. Absolutely fab. So come on board. Those markets are strong tomorrow, and those bets are available now. There's a 20-1 shot you do not want to miss, and I think the most solid shot of the day alongside it. So there you go. We got a penalty kick, well fancied jolly, and which is still a nice price, and a 20-1 shot that there is huge confidence about, a horse that has missed Cheltenham to wait for this day at Aintree. So come on board. We're going to have a right royal day one gamble. Now, I've got a bet for you on day one, which I'm going to give you now. I'll be back in the morning. All my services will be concentrating at Aintree tomorrow. So it's going to be a busy, busy day. And I'm going to come on and give a lunchtime update as to where the warm money is going and look at some of the other meetings as well. So busy, busy day again. Give you the thumbs up. Harrogate was a good second for us. 6-1 again, well back 100-30. Got caught trapped out wide, which you cannot do at Catterick. Had a couple today. Jockeys obviously do not watch racing, do they? You cannot go wide at Catterick. It gives you no chance. You lose so many lengths. And I think Harrogate with an inside line would have won, but there you go. Another lunchtime gamble with place money. So I'll do this, and then I've got a free bet in the Masters. What I will say is my golf clients who last week had a maximum win bet in Jordan Speed for the Valero Texas Open at 12-1 are sitting pretty, but I'm having one of my biggest ever bets in the Masters or in golf in general, and I've been betting on golf for a long, long time, and I'm going to share it with you, and I'm going to give you the reasons why I think he's worth a maximum win bet. But first, it's day one. 220 is the Grade 1 hurdle. Now, the Irish have stayed at home, thankfully, to allow us to win one. And it is not a great renewal. Montmoral is the evens 10-11 favourite at Paul Nicholls. But again, I'm not sure how much that one has achieved. The second is Adagio, who has achieved a lot and is a horse I like a lot. But he has had a hard race at Cheltenham. In the Triumph, a really hard race. And I just wonder if this is an afterthought. He may be okay, but I want to take that one on, even though I really rate the horse. I think he's probably the best horse in the race. With a horse that has skipped Cheltenham, remember where the big festival is for a minute then, and has come straight here. And a horse that has really impressed me this year. He's got it to do on the book, but I think he could be the surprise for tomorrow. He's fresh, and I don't think he's achieved much less than Montmoral, certainly not to merit the difference in the prices. And I think he's an each way play tomorrow. The horse is 5-20. It's trained by Donald McCain, and it's done its winning at Musselburgh of all places. Well, Musselburgh, though right-handed, is very much a speed track like Aintree is, and this horse has got plenty of toe, and you're going to need that tomorrow on decent ground. And I just feel if Montmoral's been overrated and form's been on soft, and if Adagio has gone slightly over the top, then this race might be there for the taking. And I do think that 5-20 is a very underrated horse. 14-1 with Bet365 is the best price I can see. I think there might be a run on this one tomorrow, and I'd be very interested to see how Adagio and Montmoral look in the paddock, because I've heard this 5-20 is absolutely buzzing, and we know it won the Cheltenham trial and came straight here. And I always love a horse that is especially laid out for Aintree, even if they've got something to find on the book. So there you go. So day one flyer, 5 and 20. It's 14-1 currently with Bet365, and I think it's got a right chance, as they say. Now let's switch codes to one of the great sporting events of the lot. As I say, my golf clients, big price golf bets, they are sitting pretty with a max win on Jordan Spieth at 12-1, but that's done. Now I want the green jacket. I'm going to give you one selection, and I think it's a maximum win bet. I make this guy a maximum win bet, and that man is the man in the hat. Was going to put it on, but you can have too much of a good thing. Bryson DeChambeau. Now, Bryson DeChambeau has recently won the Arnold Palmer Invitational at Bay Hill. He played very, very well in the Players' Championship at Sawgrass on a course that wouldn't really suit him, that everybody said he would struggle on. Now, the big elephant in the room is that Bryson did come here as the jolly old favourite when it was last played, and people say he flopped. I'm not sure he flopped, but he made some mistakes. And what he has done is gone away and reassess his approach, and you'll see a much more conservative Bryson DeChambeau. He played the Players' Championship with his brain as opposed to trying to overpower the course, and I think he'll bring the big stick out a lot less than he did in November at the last Masters. And I think he's a lot better putter than people make out. It's going to be hard and fast conditions, nothing like last November. And I do think his power is going to be a massive advantage. He's a much better iron player than people give him credit for. And I do think he's a lot better on the greens. And I think on Sunday night, he's going to be wearing that first green jacket, and we're going to land an 11-1 max bet. 11-1 with Bet365, Betfred, and Hills, I can see is the best prices. You might sneak a little bit bigger than that on the exchanges. Dustin Johnson, the current favourite, has been struggling with his driving, been hitting it left. Rory McIlroy is not at his best, shall we say. Jordan Spieth won last week, but it's a hell of a thing to go back-to-back weeks. It really, really is. Bryson's been here for a while. He's fully focused, full of confidence after that Bay Hill win. And I expect DeChambeau, the man in the hat, the Puma Golf King, to be wearing his green, first of several green jackets. I think he's at his absolute peak at 27, and I fully expect him to win this tournament. He improves every time he visits a golf course. He learns. He's called the scientist, and I believe he's worked out this place, and I think it's the right week for him. I think the other top players may struggle slightly, and he can catch them napping. I fully expect him to do the business. So there you go. We've got two massive double shots at Aintree tomorrow, including one of the biggest I've ever done. It's 20-1 currently. Do get that and get the price. That's going to be smashed up overnight, and you'll be safely on. And we've got a really strong win bet as well. So it's a lovely balance to double shot. If you've never done it before, it's day one of Aintree. Get involved. Give me the thumbs up. We have got in the 220 each way, 5 and 20. 14-1 with Bet365. I'm going to be back in the morning at 9 a.m. with a racing backdrop. But for now, this is even racing fans always have a bet on the Masters. It is one of the great sporting occasions. And at last, it's back in the same week at Aintree. We've got 4 incredible days in front of us, 3 days of Aintrees and Masters, and then the closing day of the Masters on Sunday. It's going to be quite the ride. Bryson DeChambeau, Holden's horses, Simon Holden, the big price golf bets, riding on a 12-1 winner last week, gives you Bryson DeChambeau as the man in the hat, and the man in the hat holding the trophy, I believe, on Sunday night. We're nearly there. I'll see you at 9 o'clock in the morning. Get on the double shots. Have a great time.